Yeah. I started my own company, BrainX Technologies, with my friends in 2017. So I am like working as a developer, as a CTO there, managing. So right now we have like total strength of 30 employees, and we are still hiring more. And you can like go to BrainX Technology website or Facebook page, and you can apply if you like. Okay, so that's about me. So about to our topic. Our topic is like it's Action Mailbox. So first thing we want to know like what is Action Mailbox and what it does and can we do using this feature. So before like this one, there was like no standard way of like processing emails in within like Rails application. In Rails 6, they introduced like Rails Action Mailbox. So like there is a standard way, so which developers can use to like to person inbound emails within Rails application. So if we go to, so these are these guides by official Rails. So it's like a pretty simple process and setup, and they also like provide multiple like email providers or like email services which we can integrate directly within our Rails application like Mailgun, Mandrill, Postfix, yeah, things like that. And so this is about the Action Mailbox. So next question is like, why do we need to process emails in within our like application? So the issue, like the major purpose of like processing emails is like example of is like sport, like all of the businesses, they need to provide sports for their business. So first thing mostly they do like they have a like contact us form or like chat, and there is another way which like user can directly send email to like their like sport at example.com email, and then they can directly get back to you from that email. So that is like the major purpose. Other than that, there can be many use cases where you want to process emails, like do something based on the email user sent. Yeah, so that is like the major application of this like feature which we can use. Yeah, so let's start. We will start by like a simple Rails application which I like already created. So we will start like how we can use into like into our application. So for like to speed up the process, I already like created simple Rails application which have nothing in it at the moment. So first thing what we will do, like we will install Action Mailbox into our application, which is like pretty simple. Rails Action Mailbox install. So what it will do, like by default, Rails doesn't add any configuration about the Rails Action Mailbox because it's only available if someone wants to use it. So that's why they provide like generator for this. So what it will do, like it will add basic configuration or like basic application mailbox. So wait. It's taking little time. Let's see. Okay, so like it's also here, which we can see. So let's say what happened. Okay. So like what it did, it just like created a file action mailbox and two like migrations. So let's look into that. So so first migration is, it is like the active storage. So you will be thinking like we just install the action mailbox. Why it is like my added migration for the active storage? So behind the scene, like action mailbox used active storage to like when he will like receive the emails, then he will like store into like a temporary storage using active storage. So like later on when it's like processed, then it's deleted from here or not kept as a reference. And same like it also like creates another table which is like action inbound emails. So it just have like status, message ID, and checksum, and it will have like it will have the relation with the active storage candy scene. So it is just for the reference. All so like we will have these email information within our like our controller like action mailboxer. Yeah. So like it creates, say it's like the same as on other Railsway. So like it creates the parent class for application mailbox, which we will be using. So let's like just go and run railsdb migrate. And for like let's say, so like first example what we will do, like we will like create a port inbox. So what it will do, like user can directly send an email to our like our email address, and we will create a support ticket against that user of that email. So first thing, like we will just write here somewhere. So we will need to create a user, a ticket, or an comment. So we will create these three tables and we'll scaffold these three. So like it migrated this information, this table. So let's create this G scaffold user with like we will just use name and email. So the way we are using adding like user. So is there like only so like we can ensure that only like authenticated user who already like have account on our system will be able to send email, and we can create ticket against that user. Yeah, that just comment those mailbox setup and scaffold. So next, let's generate scaffold ticket. So we will add like title and body and user. Okay, and as well let's so like for comments. So like when user will create sport tickets, and then either admin and user themselves can also like add additional information to that ticket. That's why like we will need a ticket as well. So like in the ticket, we will just have like body, user reference, and ticket reference. Oh, we missed the scaffold here. Let's just comment these as well. Okay, so that was the like the basic setup for our models. So next, what we will do is that like we will create our like new mailbox for two hand, which will be used to receive and process the emails. So we will let's say we will say it like a sport mailbox. Okay, so if we go come here, so it takes little time to yeah, to index and get files here. Let's close these. Okay, so now we have like, so when we create, so like we have this mailbox class, sport mailbox class, and this have like only one method called process. So like this is the method which will be called when new email will, our like system will receive new email. So here like we will have a mail object in like which will be, which contain all the information about the email it received. So in the email, in mail object, we will have like mail.from, mail.subject, or mail.decoded. So like this is the text part of the email. So for this, like we will just make the text part of our of the email. That's why we use that. But it also like contains, if the email that can contain multiple parts as well, like it can contain the HTML part as well. So but for us, like we are only concerned with the text part, so we will use that. So but like for ticket, we will need a user as well. So let's say we will like add a method to find the user in our system. So we will like user dot find by email, and we will use mail dot from. We will use this, and here we can use this user, and let's say we can just say ticket dot create user equal user, and for title, like we will use email subject as title, and so it's like mail dot subject, and for the body we will use mail dot decoded. So like this is the main thing which we want to do. And another thing which we can add here, so like there can be case when we just receive an email and but we don't have user. That's why like it's either we can just return unless user dot present, something like that. Okay. Okay, so this is basic structure, but right now we like processing email, but we haven't added any information like how our Rails will know that this class will receive emails. So for that, like they provides in the like the application mailbox, they provide this configuration here. which we will use. So like what we'll do, like it perform a regex, and it will like all the emails we will receive it, if that email like contain matches with this regex, it will route that email to our like mailbox, which we will add here. So we will add support here. So in the regex, so mostly mostly companies have email something like that, like this one. So user can send email to support@example.com. So then user will send email here, then it will route that email to our like support mailbox. And in support mailbox, we will create ticket for that user if that user exists in our system. Okay, so this is the basic setup for like processing email. What we so for to test it out, first we can like just create a user in our system as we scaffolded. So we will have these used by default, but okay, we haven't run the migration. So first we will have to migrate. Okay, so after that we can reload our page here. Okay, so yeah, this is one of thing which like takes time to compile Webpacker. Either way, otherwise to avoid this, we can use Webpack server as well, but I think it will take, for the first time, it will take time. Okay. Okay, so it's loaded. So let's create a user, and with the email soban@test.com. Okay. We just created a user. So like for testing out the inbound emails, Trace provides a way as well. So this is the Rails way to like to check my inbound emails in like development environment. It provides like a complete UI for this one. So if we open this one, like we can create a new inbound email. So what we will do, like in the form, we will use that email which we just created the user to, and here we will use that email which we added. This is our like system email which we will like which we used here. So like it it will it will like look for that email here, and if it matches, then it will route that email to our like mailbox. And in the subject, we will just like this one, problem with some surveys, and I I am I am having an issue with one of your service, like that. Okay, so let's just deliver it out. Okay, so it's delivered. So Yeah, I think we got, so like if we see here, so like it made a post request to Dale's conductor here, and it inserted email here. Okay, so but it wasn't able to route that email because of some like error in construction mailbox. Okay, because like I ran the server before installing the Action Mailbox. That's why like we will have to restart our server. So, so here like we can also look the email content which we just sent out to our like surveys. And another thing which is like really good is that like we can route the same email again and again as well. And we can also like see all the routed emails in development environment as well. Okay, so if we route it again and look here, yeah, okay. So if we look in the logs here, so like it created active job, and after that it route that email to our inbox, and here we can see like we it also like created the ticket for that user as well. Yeah, so like this is the like the main function of this here. So like if we go to here like our scaffold, so we can see like this ticket already created against this user. Okay, yeah, so this is the like the main thing which we can do, which we do like, but this is not the whole process of this like support system. Mostly support mailbox. Okay, so mostly like you see we receive emails like this in from like our provider from website or even like from GitHub. And so like this is from like one of the website from Pakistan. So like they have like please type your reply above this line. So after that, like they sent us email against our request, and if we want to add like some other additional information, we can just reply to that email as well. So if we go here and see like we receive email from this email address support at, but it contains like reply to path something like this here. So if I will like reply to this email, so my reply will be sent to this ID, like support plus ID and address ticket.zendex.com. So let's let's discuss like what is this about. So for this like in the email like they use the ID of the support ticket or ticket something like that. So like when user want to user will reply to this email, so like the reply will be sent to system, and system will record that reply against some ticket, and it will add as a command to that ticket. So for this reason we will like let's create another mailbox which will be let's call it replies. Yeah, so let's say, so for that we will have to add new routing here as well. So let's say we will, yeah, so this is the regex which will be used. So like it will receive support plus some ID at example.com. If email will be something like that, then this regex will receive it, and we let's say replies. We will route that email to our replies mailbox. Yeah. So in the reply inbox, we would need this as well. Let's just copy it out, but we can also like add these into our like application mailbox, or we can create another class so that like we have same logic and we don't have to repeat our code again and again. So here, let's say, yeah. So also like we will need to find that ticket, so like we can create create comment again as that ticket as well. So here what we can do, user dot tickets, and we have to like something like that either. So right now we have to like find the ticket here from the user tickets. So but for that we would need ticket ID, something like that, which is like which will be here. So we can use that. So like we somehow like we need a way to like extract ID from this email. For that, we will add another method, ticket ID. So in the email object, we also like get mail dot recipients. So like recipients are those like which users send to those email addresses. So like it can be like it is like a array. So mostly as we can send email to multiple users. That's why like it will contains all the recipients, but we would need like that recipient which which like which matches with this one. So for that we would use this one as well, and we will use this regex to find that like the email address. For that, we will add that regex here so that we can use it here and there as well. And for this we will use this method find, and let's say match. If it matches, then we will get that email address, and from that email address we can find like this here. Like we don't have to like go into details about this here. So like it will just what it do, like it will like match that regex and it will return an array, and we will just like getting the second index of that email part. So like first this one, second will be this dynamic part here. So here like we will use replies mailbox matcher here. Yeah. So this will return the ticket ID which we can use there. So either also like for this like association to be work, we will have to add as many relation in our models. So as many comments here, and in the user we will as many tickets and as many comments as well. So like comments will be on those tickets, or comments can be on multiple tickets as well. Like if user like the other user or like admin user or sports staff will be able to comment on those tickets as well. Okay, so here we will just have to ticket dot comments dot create. So user equal user, and we will use body as mail.decoded as well. So like that's all the setup we need for our like comments to be work when user can send reply to that email. So let's see if it replies. We are, yeah. So to test it out, let's go back to our like Rails conductor, and we will like create a new email. So as we know, like our ticket ID is 1. Mostly like in the real scenarios, in real scenario, like our system will send an email back to user when like the ticket is created. So like a user can directly reply to that email, and that email like will contain the reply to path like this 4+1, which I already have here, something like that. And we don't need the subject for this here, because like mostly in most of the cases it will just a reply from the user, like user want to say still have this issue like this, and we will like deliver that. And let's say see here, yeah. So like if we see like it inserted the comment as well. So what it did, like it first it routed the email, and after that we found that user, and as well like also the ticket ID from the email, and from the ticket then we created a comment here. So if we will like let's check it out if it's really there. So okay, not here because like we haven't added feature to see comments here. Let's just add, and so like we can test our functionality. And the ticker show method, we just add these here. Let's say we render ticker dot comments. Yeah, let's just render that here. For this render to be work, we will have just have to write a partial in the command, and it's for html.erb. So here let's just add simple way. So first is like comment.user.name, comment at, let's just show the date, and in the bottom let's just we will like just show the comment body. Yeah, I think this should work. Let's see. Okay, so giving of created, we have this one error here. Instead of created that, I just edit create at. Yeah, so we have this comment here. So if we like just route it again, like so it will create another command. Yeah, so that's all from like this session. So let's see like what have we learned. So first we learned like what is Rails Action Mailbox and what is purpose. So what is its like main purpose is that like we can receive emails into our system, and after that we can like process these emails and perform operations against those emails as well. Yeah, that's the main purpose of this like this feature, Rails Action Mailbox. So the major application which can like use these is like the support request most of the time, like it can be other applications as well. Yeah, so if you have a like any question, you can comment those in this like session. I will like answer those, or if you have any suggestion, you can recommend those suggestion as well. Yeah, Thank you everyone for watching. And thank you RubyConf Pakistan for like organizing this very like good like way of sharing knowledge with Pakistan community within Pakistan. Yeah. Goodbye.